Okay, good deal. We're recording. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Don't forget to talk about the extended sale today. That is very, very important. That's how you can engage with your existing customers. You can follow up with them, see who needs to order. You can just make genuine conversations with people. So first things first, I want to start out with Instagram. I am starting to get the hang of Instagram a little bit more. I'm like really looking at the reels and looking at what hashtag they're using. But we can go ahead and spend 5 minutes and start on the Instagram stories, okay? So go ahead. And also, I just got an email about the extended sale. You don't have to post it in your stories. Just go live, talk about it in your stories, or go live, talk about it in your news feed. So just you can do that too today. Okay, guys. So now that the stories are done, and also I want to mention, I am working on that.
He wants them, but he doesn't want to cook them.
Okay, I am working on that. What is it called? Power push. I think is what it's called, where you do 30 minutes of IPAs, engaging, and all that good stuff. Post something, and then 30 minutes after. We don't have that time today, but that's something that I'm switching up to do. So maybe after we do the work with me, 30 minutes, and then post something, and 30 minutes after, you can do the engagement again. So that gives you a good hour to actually be genuine, make some good communication with people, be interactive, and things like that. So now that the stories on Instagram is done, let's go in the search bar. You can, for me, when you hit search, that first reel will pop up. So what I do, I click it and I scroll through and I look at the hashtags and see if I'm aligned with the hashtags and follow people that way. Or you can hit search. Okay, after you hit search, you're going to hit the search bar here, and then we can do places. We can go to our current location, or you can type in whatever state, place, city, whatever pops to your mind. What I'm going to do today for 5 minutes is click near current location and go to recent and just interact with those people. If I like what they post, I like their current pictures, and then I go and see if they have a story. You're in the waiting room, Abby. Okay. No, I don't see anything. So go ahead and do 5 minutes of that. Okay, thank you. Also, you can search your tags too instead of places. All you gotta do is hit the tag button, and whatever tag you've been using, you can just click it and find people that way as well on Instagram.
Shakayra, do you do the one? What is it? 1, 2, 3 rule when you start adding people? I think I'm saying it wrong.
And can you mute someone? I don't know who's unmuted. Daisy, you're unmuted. Can you mute yourself? Thank you. Okay, so now that the that is done with finding new people by tags or by places, now let's actually interact with our news feed for 5 minutes. If there's any thrivers, you can remove them or mute them. You can mute them or remove them if there's any thrivers on your news feed, because you don't want to interact with those. I mean, we're all doing the same thing. We want to build our network, not watch thriver networks. Yes, everyone, please, please, please make sure you are on mute. So let's interact with our news feed for a minute. If Okay, so when you're scrolling on your news feed, you will obviously see them posted something. Actually, go into their profile and like a couple more. Look at their stories. Be genuine and actually say 4 more words on something that they talked about, they liked, or anything like that. It does not have to be spammy. Just be human, be real. So 5 minutes on that. And also for me, like I'm friends with this one lady, she tagged whatever she brought the item from or whatever or place. I will actually click that and I will see what it is. And then I will kind of like scan over the comments and click their profile and see if I align myself with them. That can be a way on how to get new people too and build relationships. Okay, so somebody said Instagram has this new algorithm thing going on. Basically, if, whoops, basically if you don't like and follow what you're viewing, like your views don't get seen as much, or your stories don't get as seen as much, or your reels or whatever. So when you are interacting like that, comment, follow in hopes of that in return. So, and when oh yeah, I can't even talk. So the news feed is done. Let's go into our Instagram profile, okay, and go to following and do, you see your friends list, right? So I would like to go to the my friends that I've added from way back when, and actually see if they're current with their posts, and see if I still want to align myself with them. So where it says sort by default, you're going to sort by the earliest. No, I said that wrong. Yeah, you're going to sort by the earliest. So go through those profiles for a few minutes and see if there's somebody you want to remove, or you want to like or interact, like that. So spend a few minutes on that. Okay, so now that our interactions and likes and comments and following is out of the way, go ahead and put something on your Instagram stories, whether it's this work with me, whether it's your 3 steps, whatever, if it's your schedule for the day, your kids, something in your stories. Make sure you use your hashtag in your stories, and then swipe it off the screen. Put your location. You can put any location: Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Arizona, whatever. Put it in your stories and swipe off the screen. So work on that, and then we'll move over to Facebook. And if you guys want, put your Instagram profile names in the comments. That way You can tag that we are a community, we're a one, we're a tribe, and we're all in this together. And there's what, 10, 11 opportunities in a week. So you can also put in the comments there. And also, what I do for Instagram, whatever I'm post, if it's already not saved in my phone, okay. So for instance, me. Okay, so I took a picture of me. I always save. I always create on Instagram. What in the world's going on? So I always create on Instagram and then I save it by using that little arrow right there. I hit save and it's going to save to my camera roll. That way I can put everything over on Facebook. Make it easier for me. I don't have my two accounts linked because it probably definitely will mess up your algorithm now. So unlink them if you have them unlinked. Okay, so that is done. Let's go over to Facebook. Okay, so let's start out with birthdays. A lot of people do birthdays different. I do them both ways now. So if I miss somebody's birthday that was yesterday, I go back and voice message them. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. What did you do fun? You know, things like that. Or if their birthday is today, I just be like, hey, happy birthday. I hope you really have a blessed day. You know, just be genuine when you're talking to people. Don't be afraid. It's just people. They can't come and find you and attack you. They're just people. So just be real. So work on birthdays and how you find birthdays. You can use the magnifying glass on Facebook and type in birthdays, or you can go to the bell on the lower right hand corner. And for me on my iPhone, there is like a little birthday cake on the side of the notification. Like you can't really see, like right there. So I normally click that and then I'll voice message everybody happy birthday. So work on that for a few minutes. one more minute on birthdays, and then we'll move over to stories on Facebook. Okie dokie. So let's go to stories on Facebook. There's two ways you can do this. If you go to your main profile, you can scroll all the way over to the back. That's where I really like to start mine because those are the people that I really didn't get to see. And another way is go into your messenger. On the lower right hand corner, there's people. And then in the upper right hand corner, there's stories. And you can scroll to the bottom and start interacting that way. So just spend 5 minutes on that, and then we'll move over to maybe groups. Can you guys hear that podcast? Okay. Most people take the easy road and wonder why they don't reach their goals. There's too much traffic on shit. For me, I take the growth road. It's empty, it's an uphill battle, but that's how I want it. Most people give up. They say life's too tough. Okay, so that's the timer. So let's go into Facebook groups, okay? If you don't have, okay, so what I'm doing with my groups and what I'm doing around my fives list. Like I don't even have a fives list no more. What I did yesterday is wrote down every single thing that I like. And I have 26 items that I like, okay? I go into Facebook, I go into the groups, whoops, and then I go to discover and I start from my list on finding new groups that I'm aligned with. So that is kind of how I am moving in a direction for the next month. Is just figuring out exactly what I like doing. I want to attract more people like me. So that is what I'm doing. I have a whole list. I think that's plenty to find new people from. So you can discover new groups for 5 minutes, or you can interact with your current groups. If you've joined a new group yesterday or today, introduce yourself. Don't be afraid. Tell them who you are, where you live. You don't have to say Knoxville. You could say the state of Tennessee or wherever state you're from. And just be like, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, these are my kids. Just introduce yourself. We're all grown. You know how to introduce yourself. So I hope at least. So work on that for 5 minutes, and then we'll move over to our recent newsfeed.
Winning is simply a mindset. A mindset, however, that is only developed by outstanding individuals. It's not about talent, it's about effort. Effort will get you the win when the talent is having a rest day. Effort will drive you home when everyone expects you to give up. Effort will drag you from the canvas when you have been knocked out by life. Winning is not some special reward only reserved for the lucky among us. If you ask all the failures, they will tell you it is luck, but it's not. Winning is a reward you receive when you have put in the hard work, when no one is watching. Winning is for champion attitudes and champion hearts. If you throw me to the wolves, no, then I will return leading the pack. It only takes one moment to decide you are going to be a winner. One moment is all it takes. It only takes one moment to make a decision. One moment to say no, to say never again. Never again will I settle. Never again will I accept anything but first place. One moment to be strong. One moment to separate myself from the rest. Win! outstanding, outwork your competition. If you outwork your opponent day in and day out, you will beat him come game day. There is no question. But you have to have commitment and discipline to be better day in and day out, always giving more than your opponent. One more rep, one more set, one more mile. That is what it takes to get the edge. Winning is what happens when deep down inside you got tired of losing. Winning is what happens when your desire to win is greater than your fear of failure. Winning is what happens when your why is bigger than your opponent's why. When your hunger is greater, when your soul says, no, it won't take second anymore. No longer will I settle. I deserve first. First is mine, and I will take what is mine. Win at all costs. Sometimes it's gonna hurt. Sometimes it might even seem impossible. But remember, it's only impossible if you give up. If you stay in the game, hang in there, give yourself a shot. It is possible. Make sure your opponent knows you are ready for war. Look him in the eyes and make sure he knows he won't stop you. Look him in the eyes and you will see his fear because he knows he's not ready for you. Not today. This is your time. Refuse to give up. Never settle and win at all costs.
Okay, so let's move on to the news feed, and that'll be the last thing because I just realized we've been on here for almost an hour. I don't want to keep you too long. So let's go to the Facebook most recent. You can go to your main page, hit the three lines at the bottom, and hit most recent. So interact there for a few minutes, and then after that, I want you guys to put something on your stories. Whether it's your 3 steps, what you're doing for the day, it's work with me, your self-development that you should have already done before you even hopped on. I know I do it every day. Every day I do a whole page of I ams, goals, just whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm grateful for. I do a whole page every single day. I also like to listen to podcasts as I do my IPAs. So go ahead and interact with the most recent, and then we'll hop off this work with me.
Why do you want that dream so bad? Why are you willing to put in all those extra hours? Why are you willing to sacrifice and fight for that dream? It's not for the money. It's for the freedom. The opposite of freedom is slavery. Being a slave to your own negative thoughts. Being a slave to others' expectations and opinions. Being a slave to limitations. Why are you prepared to risk everything for that dream that no one can see but you? Why would you prefer to put in 80 hours a week for your own dream just so you don't have to put in 40 for someone else's? Freedom. Freedom! Because you will never get that freedom working for someone else. You'll never be in control working for someone else. Going your own way is the only shot at freedom. Going your own way is the only way you get to call the shots. It's much harder that way, and the chances of success chances are very slim, but you have no chance of getting that freedom if you settle. True freedom is freedom of choice, freedom of others' opinions, freedom of the mind, freedom of thoughts. If you want freedom, you're going to have to.
Okay, guys. So I hope today's work with me was very, very helpful. Thank you for putting up with me for the month of September. We're going to have somebody else take over for the month of October. Hopefully I can get some of my girls to host to work with me soon and just get out of your comfort zone. Don't forget to talk about the extended sale. It's 50% off. Like if you have credits and somebody purchased anything today, just say, hey, I'm gonna give you $10 off or whatever on your next purchase. Come up with your own personal sale along with the company sale. There's no wrong or right way to do this. Make sure you do, I don't know if it's another work with me this evening, I don't know, but make sure you do these IPAs at least 3 times a day. I do mine in the morning, I do mine around this time, and then I do it late night. You're growing your network. If you're sitting here doing this, you're not doing nothing. You're wasting time. There's so many people in this world who needs the product. And remember why you join, okay? So I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. I'm gonna hop off of here and talk to y'all later. You can start recording now. Oh, she did. Thanks. Bye-bye.